Alright, so this is round one of the Vault Tour Fort Worth Sealed Worlds Collide Open 3 decks. Pick one. On the left, we have Casey Smith. We don't have the full deck name, but it is a Dis Star Alliance Brobnar deck. Reid on the right is playing Brobnar Shadow Saurian. Man, we need to see if we can get someone to focus that a little, because this is going to be a little rough. If
It's well, Reid did start off with a turn one trick, so
Yeah.
it's off to a good start.
Okay.
Yep. So, are those luxury playstyle tokens for Casey on the left?
Let me see. I can't see. I think they might be. Those are the prime are the Grand Championship / other keys. But I think those. Yeah, I think that's luxury amber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, whoa,
Right.
Duncan. Oh wait, sweet. This is awesome. Oh, hold on.
Oh, Duncan's coming through with the sweet deets. It sounds like.
Perfect. All right, so we got Duncan. Duncan's given us the information. So let's see. So we've got. He actually sent me deck lists.
Oh wow.
So I have a copy of the deck list. This is perfect.
Great. Got Hugger Mugger plus Ronnie? No. That can't be a Ronnie.
Yeah, just a second. I'll give you. All right. So we have. So he sent me. Okay, he sent me deck list, which I will try to get those to you in a moment.
Yeah, no worries. It's sealed. We don't need. No, we'll just. I can go without if for.
Okay, well that's fine. So I'll have it up just in case. I'll have it up just in case we need to know cards or something like that.
Sounds good.
All right. So Reid is playing. Hold on, I have actual names of decks. So why don't you talk about what's happening on camera while I fix the overlay?
Sounds great. So we got a big tremor coming out from KC plus Igon the Terrible, or sorry, Igon the Green's the first one, and then Belly and Patches it. So you got a really actually not a bad Brobnar turn. This is quite probably concerning for Reid. There's a lot of value coming to KC soon. It's also got an Ire Staff. Yeah, that's the right word. So 3 active Brobnar cards and stun all of Reid's board. So hopefully he has something to do with this. Doesn't really necessarily want to go back into Shadows just to unstun everything, considering he just played a big Shadows turn.
Yeah.
What? Patches 8 is probably not that big a deal. You can... I don't know how... you don't see... I forget what houses that Reid has, but... With Saurian's probably not scared of taking 1 point damage, and it looks like he's got his own set of Brobnar. Oh, Grand Ninetoes is a sweet, almost counter to the Patches 8. It's now automatically just its big form. A 9-power Ninetoes. Might be dual Ninetoads coming out. So basically just Casey just played into Reid's hands here, giving him max value. And his own Ire Staff came down. So, lots of enraged people. Enraged creatures soon. Lilith and a spider come out for Casey. That spider actually might, if it survives, will do some work. Taking out these now souped up Ninetoes. And Casey comes down with a Scullion and sacrifices his Igon to it. Sounds like a reasonable trade, and maybe that's a signal that he has the Terrible in his hand, or maybe he's just playing into it, hoping to draw it soon. I guess and finishes off the turn with a not finished with you for nothing, just getting the Amber. So this is a pretty his Lilith and his Spider should each have 1 damage on them at this point. They also suffer from the... Oh, they're catching that error now, I think. they all suffer from the Patcher's 8. Cool.
Okay, so I think I have the overlay set up. There we go. All right. Well, that is once again thanks to Duncan on the ground for some interesting for the intel there.
It's always nice to have a man on the inside.
Yes. That is the benefit of going to all of these things. You get multiple men on the inside, and women, people just in general. I have people
on the inside.
I know people is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We both do. We both know people. Yeah.
So Irish staff on the 9 toes to fight the Patcher's 8.
Okay. So yeah, let me catch up
That's
on what's happening here.
Yeah. So lots of Brobnar stuff, lots of Dis stuff. Oh yeah, 9 power 9 toes does defeat a Scullion, despite its armor. So Reid here is just clearing the board. I'm not sure if he's gonna do anything else this turn. Looks like that's it. It's a lot of work to take out these big scary cards, but not leaving the spider alone, which might just be better at taking care of his 9 toes than his other cards. Although Casey did just go into Dis to deploy his Dis creatures, so there's a likelihood that he has more Brobnar cards in his hand.
Okay, so he's got. So Casey has Spider and what is the other creature?
Lilith.
Lilith. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's playing a Melina there.
He's got Melina and a Medic Ingram now, which wards the Lilith. I think that's what that token is.
Yes, that is. So he's just playing. He's playing Medic. He's played an upgrade on Melina, which we can't. I don't know. Can you tell? Hold on. Let me look. I'll look at the deck list and I'll discern what that upgrade is.
If I had to guess, I'd guess Light of the Archons, but I didn't take a good look at it.
He does have that. So if he's played, in fact, that is either Light of the Archons or Force Field. Those are the only two options.
You know what? I'm not confident on which one it is of those two.
I think I can tell the text is longer than the words Force Field, so we're gonna go with Light of the Archons.
Perfect.
So he's played Light of the Archons on the Melina. He has a protected Medic. So he warded the interesting. So okay, so let's talk about this play. So he warded Lilithal rather than warding Medic. I find that when I'm playing normally, in almost every situation, it's correct to ward Medic on play, because Medic is the thing that bestows other wards.
And then they get stomped.
Right, and then so like right now is the window for Reid to take out Medic. Obviously, it's got a Melina next to it, so it would have Hazardous 3. But if he's got anything that can survive a Hazardous 3 swing in, I would want to kill Medic right now if he can, or he could just stomp Medic. See, now if he had warded Medic, this wouldn't have happened. That doesn't necessarily mean that the play is wrong. It's just that's the risk you run when you don't ward Medic on play.
Right.
So we'll see.
Oh boy.
I think he's playing Imperial Forge.
Yeah, he did play an Imperial Forge.
Yeah, so just for the Amber.
Yep, and a Litigious Raptor is the next card
that's
down.
True. Yeah, that's true. Chad is pointing out that he did forget to heal Lilithal when... he forgot to heal Lilithal when the Medic effect hit. Yeah, that's correct. The heal effect on Medic is... People do forget the heal effect, but it's even better. Medic is even better than than you would think because it actually does heal. It's going to be real unfortunate if that one extra damage does make the difference here.
Looks like they also missed the capture text on Lilith.
Yeah.
So Yeah, Lilith fought Trix with its ward, and then Spider fought a Draco Crico.
I'm actually trying to. So, like, one of the things I did when I overcasted Germany was, or I think it was one of the European vaults I overcasted. I had a direct line to the table because the judges that were casting it from Crazy Killing Machine were also at the table. So I'm trying to see if there's anyone I can reach out to notify them of that.
Oh, the small rules stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, we have a very exciting card on the board now of Soul Snatcher. So this game is going to speed up significantly in just a second. And it's also an opportunity to forget there. It's very easy to forget about your Soul Snatcher triggers.
Yes. So I'm reaching out to Duncan to see if there's anyone that, like, because they might have some other judge that's not, because Duncan's head judge, he's the...
Yeah.
So he's running around the
important
room.
stuff to do.
Probably not him, but I'm trying to see if I can get another point of contact on the ground on the judging team. Oh wait, I know someone on the judging team that's on the ground. One of the guys
cool.
from my local went down there to judge.
All right, lots of trading going on right now.
Okay.
Everyone's gaining a whole bunch of amber. Pretty interesting choices all around. I wonder. I guess the Gron must have had enough power on it to survive the hazardous when it walked into the spider. We've got Alaka plus that reaped, I think, when it came down. And something else. Some other Brobnar dude. Reid chooses to Ire Staff his Alaka. Now 5 power enraged Alaka is not quite strong enough to get through the Light of the Archons plus Melina, but one more round. Actually, yeah, next round if Reid goes back into Brobnar can Ire Staff the Alaka once again. Alright, first key of the stream goes to Casey Smith. Congrats.
There you go. Right about now, I would assume.
Yep, right. Just flipped it.
Oh, is it off stream? No.
Oh yeah, I'm on the.
He's
on the YouTube stream.
Oh. Your YouTube stream
Oh,
might be slightly faster than my YouTube stream. Because right on my video, he's just flipping the key right now. There we go. Just flipped it. Okay. So.
Okay.
All right. So now Reid is in a position where.
They're trying to solve key forgery. Could be a legacy lollipop.
Legacy Lollop. Alright, so Duncan is offering to, among his many other things, is offering to, like, if we have any rules or anything chat sees that, if anyone sees anything, on chat, if anyone in chat sees any rules problems or anything that's wrong, say something. Let me know. I might be able to get information to Duncan, so that he can fix it. The raw footage is on the Reap Out YouTube channel, which is where this footage will be after we're done. But someone in chat had asked, but that's okay.
Good point from the YouTube chat. Key forgery did fire, but they did not unflip the key.
Okay, so I think there's someone at the table explaining that to them. I don't know what judge is there. Here. So let me see if I can get table.
Alright, so while we get that figured out, we've got another big Brobnar turn out of Casey. Ooh, with a Rag War. So this actually is gonna make life difficult for Reid, considering his smaller Shadows creatures aren't gonna be able to last long through the Rag War. Casey's deck seems to be full of a lot of these like little 1s and 2s damage in the Brobnar side, which is dealt with really well, considering the 2 Gron 9-toes that came out of Reid's deck.
Okay. So I don't know why this is happening, but just to give you a heads up, there's a slight delay. Like, you appear to be slightly ahead of where...
Where you are?
Yes. So when you said it's not a big deal, but just like going forward, I don't know why, because this is I think it's because I'm uploading as well, but
That's fair.
just so you know, like when you mentioned Ragwar, I didn't get it for like another 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So no, it's fine. I don't know what the solution to that problem is. I can
delay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not trying to. Yeah, just it's all good. I'm just letting you know. Refresh my stream. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I'll refresh my stream. Maybe that'll help. Good call.
As long as we're relatively synced up with whatever's going to Twitch.
Yes, no, that's fine. So okay, so I reloaded the stream. We'll see if that helps a little. Right now, I see Casey putting a lot of capture in. What is that Brobnar creature on the top there for Reid?
The current theory is a legacy Lollop.
A legacy Lollop. Well, I'll tell you what. I have deck lists. Let me confirm if that exists. Yes, he does have a legacy Lollop in his deck. So that is probably what that is.
Cool.
Now, why was Amber being captured on it? What mechanism caused that to happen?
I did not see that.
Okay. Because I don't see a Shattered Throne or.
Oh, I think it was a tribute.
Oh, tribute. Yeah, of course. That makes sense. Yeah. So I know Odiak just got played at the bottom of the screen here. We have a Legatus Raptor. So he's going to try to fight the Legatus Raptor into Odiak, which means... Oh, no, he's fighting it into Shorty, I believe? Yeah, Shorty. Okay. So both of them die because of Melina's hazardous damage.
Okay. Correct. And they both gain some amber from the Soul Snatcher.
Okay, they good. They got that. Did we fix the key forgery problem?
I believe, yeah.
Because he's got one key now, or is that the one he just forged?
I think when it got back to his turn, we're like 2 turns away from the key forgery problem. He just didn't flip a second key.
Okay. So, because it looked like he just took amber off his pool to forge a key right now.
Right.
But then they didn't unflip the first key and they didn't reflip a new key. So, net effect correct, I guess. We appear to be, so he has one key, which is what he should have.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. And so he's playing an Exhume. What is he exhuming here? He's exhuming Lilithal?
Perfect. It looks like we're synced up once again.
Yeah, so he's exhuming Lilithal. I haven't been paying a great deal of attention early on because I've been fixing technical issues, but exhuming Lilithal is interesting there. He must not have a lot of amber control because he seems to be prioritizing
that Lilithal.
Prioritizing the Lilithal, like he warded the Lilithal earlier and then he did that. So if he doesn't have a lot of amber control, then that's probably the correct move. And he played Born Its Touch, purging something. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
He purged some card off the touch, and he's going to reshuffle it. It looked like a Saurian card, but I can't be completely sure. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Twitch chat. I'm not quite sure why they didn't unforge the key and then reforge the key, but it appears as though they have the correct number of keys, which is the most important thing.
True enough. So we got a second not finished with you. Could have exhumed. Why didn't?
Yeah. So I would. Well, again. So my explanation
sense
for why not exhuming Medic there, or some other creature, is because he must have a very low amount of amber control in his deck, and don't turn over your discard pile. That's yes. Keep the discard pile face up, please. Okay, cool. And so he should have a low amount of amber control, and that would explain the reason why he exhumed that card. That's the best argument I could come up with for exhuming the Lilithal. Although, man, I feel real bad for him if he was forced to choose a deck that had Brobnar with Lilithal as your primary means of amber control. It's entirely possible. Actually, wait, hold on. I have his deck list. I keep forgetting this. Without going through every card. He has.
Alright, so Reid takes a Shadow's turn and unstuns his Shinging and Hugger Mugger.
Yeah, he does not have a lot of pieces of Amber Control in his deck like that. The Lilithal actually is one of the few reliable pieces of Amber Control he has. So that Exhume is probably correct, that he did that earlier, based on what I'm seeing in his list.
Alright.
So meanwhile, he's...
He's got a Pestering Blow plus
Pestering
a
Blow.
Into the Night. I think that's what the card is. The one where you can't fight next
So-
turn unless there's shadows.
So the interesting interaction with that combination is that if for some reason Casey calls Dis, he can Reap with Lilithal now. It's not a lockout of the creature.
Gotcha.
Because the text on Enrage says that
Must
they have to fight if able.
Right. No, because it's no longer able, it can just ignore the must fight text. Or can't fight text.
Right. I had that come up in a previous vault. So, I mean,
Okay.
I don't think they've changed the ruling on that.
Wow, second Ire Staff.
Ire Staff number 2 coming down.
2 for the board, 3rd for the game. These are not friendly creatures. Or at least not happy creatures. Shattered Throne, okay.
Yes. Shattered Throne is
Well-
the other major piece of Amber Control. And that's probably one of his more reliable means of controlling Amber in this deck, and given that he has a not insignificant amount of Brobnar creatures in the deck, that's his main stalling mechanism until he gets to his win con.
Yep. This is Soul Snatcher is a really interesting thing here. It's
Yeah, so that Lord Winter's pointing out a very good point in chat, that if he's relying on Shattered Throne as a primary means of Amber Control, then playing Soul Snatcher means that he either is going to be handing his opponent an Amber that he captures, which seems counter-synergistic, or he's going to have to find fights with his creatures that don't kill either creature. Like fighting into something of the opponent that doesn't kill the opponent so he doesn't get a Soul Snatcher trigger, and also doesn't kill his creature so that he can, capture one. I mean, that's a unfortunate anti-synergy in the deck for sure.
yes. It's weird.
It's weird. I mean, so listen, having played at these sealed events, sometimes you got to go with what deck you open, right? I mean, it's not a deck you take to an Archon tournament. I don't know that I would take this deck to an Archon tournament at a Chainbound, but listen, like he's got Star Alliance, he's got some stuff, and it's entirely possible this is the best deck he opened. So we do not know. This is part of the struggle of sealed.
Also doing a good job keeping up with this deck.
Yeah, no, he's doing
He's
just
really
fine in
behind.
terms of board state.
Yeah, board state, Amber, he's only behind. He's technically has more Amber than his opponent. He just
I think
doesn't
his
manage to
opponent
key.
just forged Key 2 though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's not too far behind in that count either. So we got a Spike Trap, which will almost negate most of Casey's creatures that want to fight. They will no longer be able to survive. I think. What is Igon the Terrible's power?
So Igon the Terrible is. Hold on, I gotta remember. I'll have a free moment. As we both Google.
In chat. There we go. Thank you, Sky Jedi. For your
Oh
wonderful
yes,
bot.
Skyjet. Thank you. I forgot we have that in there. Sky Jedi with the bots and all the solutions. Thank you very much.
All right. So if Reid Spike Traps here, Odak and Lollop will take a little bit of damage. All right. Well, it's gonna go. Alaka's gonna go in and fight.
So he's going to fight, and then Alaka's going to get damage off Soul Snatcher. Yeah, I mean, if you're Reid here, don't you just... You probably just want to abuse the Soul Snatcher as much as you can, right?
I'm always happy to abuse my opponent's Soul Snatcher.
Yeah.
He does have basically the smaller creatures that are just going to die. And if he clears his board of all of his creatures, then Casey has no options to basically do the same thing. He'll just be stuck with his big dumb creatures that have to reap. I guess that's fine. Volcano. That'd be interesting. Iron stuff. Oh, looks like we're at least for me, the live stream is dropping some frames here.
Yeah, I think that's correct. I'm going to try to refresh it just but I was told, Dave told me that that they were competing with 2 other streamers, not Keyforge streamers, but I think there's an L5R and a Star Wars thing that's also going on at the same time.
Don't they know their game's dead? That's rude, but...
Well, I mean, listen, if they announced that Keyforge was dead at the end of next year, or within a few months, I think that...
I would put more effort in going to a Vault Tour.
Yeah, you would want to play it, right? Because we invest all this time in L5R and X-Wing. Thank you. Yeah, we're competing with two different streams we got going on.
Gotcha. All right, well, the board is now clear, and there's Amber aplenty. This is definitely to Reid's advantage. I think. I would definitely give the advantage to Reid, because he's on his second key in the 10th. Without anything like Miasma or something to buy Casey a turn, it's going to be tough. Or, did Reid not get the 6 here?
I don't know. It appears he's at 5, unless he missed something.
Okay, there he goes.
So he played Volcano there, right? What are
yes.
Are they killing?
Oh.
So he's killing that and getting okay. Wow. So this is a very, very risky play by Reid, because Reid is going to go to check here. I don't know if he has anything else this turn, but by going to check, he's given Casey a ton of amber.
Right.
Casey's going to forge right now, so unless Reid has an enormous amount of amber control in his hand, he's basically saying, if you find a way to stop me next turn, you probably win the game. Because Casey is now sitting at 10 amber in his pool, just forged key 2. And so now if Reid has any ability... if Casey has any ability to stop him this turn, then...
I don't know if he has it, but Stiltkin plus Goblet plus any giant will do the trick.
Yes.
Actually. It's just 1 amber too. It's not even like, if you were like 8 or 9.
Right, I agree. That's why it's an extremely risky play. Like, I don't know that... Like, if you're going to do that, I might even consider, since your opponent's not playing... Oh, that's it anyway. So he does not have anything to stop him, so Reid is going to win this match. Just to continue on that thought process, though, if I'm Reid there, I might consider popping the Spike Trap to kill Odak to give myself 1 more amber.
Right.
On the off chance that his opponent can find like a Ganger Chieftain or something to fight into one of my creatures and capture an amber, I would consider popping Odak just to give myself 7, because Odak's ability there doesn't appear to be worth a whole lot given the houses his opponent is playing. His opponent's not playing Shadows or even Logos with like information exchange or anything. So
it's really, the only steal would be like a Garcia plus Blaster. out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
right. Like if you saw those things, but again, the utility of going to 7 there, I think, is probably higher than that. Chat pointing out he could have been afraid of EE. If he was afraid of EE, then the overall play was probably not right. Like the volcano was probably incorrect if he was afraid of EE, because all his opponent would have to do there, all Casey would have had to do there is drop down EE, discard 2 cards,
You need like a
and then that would
Goozle or something.
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
rid of
yeah.
your deck, and then E.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm with you. There are tons of potential different reasons. Listen, we're sitting here multiple time zones away from the current match and speculating, and we don't know what they have in their hand. So that's probably why. But the concern I would have if I'm in a Reid seat from the Volcano play would be that you're basically committing yourself to a position, assuming he didn't have like 5 or 6 Amber Control worth of stuff in his hand, you're committing yourself to a position where if your opponent can find an answer to that, then he would. Yeah, ODAC does prevent steal. Have I think the more likely scenario, given the board state, that he could have responded to the Amber Control, especially if you keep ODAC on the board. Remember, he only needed to literally increase key cost by 1 or capture 1 Amber. The stealing 1 Amber is out, but given the houses that he had, I think it's probably more likely, especially since Reid doesn't know the contents of Casey's deck, it's probably more likely that Casey would have had just anything that fights. But
Well, he needed anything that fought and didn't kill something,
right?
And then survived.
Right.
So
no, I mean,
really
I don't know, but like because of the Soul Snatcher, I don't know. It's tough. I think the take-home point for Casey from that match, hopefully, is that it's probably not a great idea to play the Soul Snatcher, given what his deck is trying to do.
Right. That's probably true. Maybe Soul Snatcher does a pretty good job at being win more. Once you have a board advantage, it's probably okay to start playing it. But I mean, I guess his creatures are big enough that your opponent can just start ramming your creatures into it. So yeah, you're right. Never mind. Soul Snatcher is probably not a good play in that deck.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think that's what you want to. I don't think that's generally what you want to be doing there. But again, it's one of these tough situations where you kind of got to make a decision on the fly. This is literally the first time they've ever played these decks this round. So I've seen many sealed tournaments where this sort of thing has happened. In fact, the most notable example of someone that I'm aware of playing a deck in a particular way round 1, figuring out that wasn't the best way, and then completely changing is there's a guy who is colloquially referred to by the community, especially the TBR community, as St. George. And George was playing a deck at the Sealed Vault Tour in...
Praise St. George, first of his name.
Yes, praise St. George, indeed. I was casting the Richmond Vault Tour, and George got all the way deep into the elimination rounds after he lost round 1 and figured out that his best play was to not play creatures in his deck. Was to discard a lot of creatures in his deck. It was an AOA deck. It had a bunch of different mechanisms. I'm forgetting the exact mechanisms, but he figured it out after round 1, totally adjusted his play, and then didn't lose until, I can't remember whether he made semis or finals, but he did, I think semis. He did exceptionally well. It was very impressive that he figured out, and he was canonized by an entire online Keyforge community as a result. So, I mean, who knows? It's entirely possible that going forward, both players adjust their decisions. They will adjust their decisions going forward and adapt, and that is one of the hallmarks of Sealed, is being able to figure out very quickly what your deck does, what it wants to do, what it doesn't want to do, and if you have any anti-synergies in your deck, trying to avoid those as most as possible. So that is...
That is the story with St.
That is
George.
the story, yes. So, hold on, let me put some... Oh, that's not what I want to do. Sorry, just fixing some overlay stuff here.
No worries. Hope you guys enjoyed round 1 of the Texas Vault Tour. Or